Appreciate your reply on the video. This is about as far as I've ever gotten so far with this project. So let's see what you showed me. What I can probably move some stuff around, maybe clear those codes and see what I come up with. But first, what I want to do is that I'm going to move the car out in the garage. I'm going to start it, get it out of the garage so I won't have it on if I need to turn it on or whatnot. First thing that I noticed is that you was talking about the version. So let's see what version I have here. Get here to focus. Here we go. So the version I have, it seems that the software version I have slightly newer version. I think yours said a 0.7 or 0.8 and mine is a 5.09. And of course, manufacture date's 2020. So let's see if we can go back and clear some of those codes. Let me get it to try to focus a little bit better. I think that's a little better. So we're going to USA. Yeah, so those codes are definitely, or the icons is definitely different. Chrysler. See if I can get rid of some of those codes. So, just for information purposes, let's see what ECU information does. Okay, so this gives me, it gives me some extra information and graphs, like stability, 4x4 anti-brakes, BTS, LX. Focus. Not sure what. I'm assuming like different types of 3-channel, 4-channel. Okay, ECU configuration information. Okay, so this is where I'm assuming you can turn on and off relays. Anti-lock brake system. It says the anti-lock brake system false, but there's no option to say true or false. There's just pause, continue, graph, which is grayed out, four by four, anti-slip. So I'm assuming this is what it reads in my ECU. Okay. So let's go back. System check. There is no available routines for this ECU, okay? special functions. We went there before. Again, I apologize for the glare. Wanted to take the car out of the garage so you know the fumes won't be all in there. Yeah, it's just Bleed Brakes LX. I'm assuming that's like the SE edition or something. I'm not for sure why that's 3 codes. Alright. Service manual, finger range, dynamic sensor, internal. I'm not for sure what that is. Dynamic sensor internal. Okay, I have to pull that up and see what that information is. Erase codes. Yes. Yes. Oh, hold on. Let's try that again. Yes. Yes. Okay. All codes have been cleared. So the only thing that's in there says dynamic sensor internal. Okay. Alright, so let me shut her off. Back on. Let's see what we have. Go back in. It's pretty interesting. I wonder if there's a way I can go back a version. Like if there's a way for me to go back a firmware versions, possibly. You know, I have the software to plug it up to the PC. I'm assuming that miscellaneous is special functions or what you, just like you were saying before. Thinking like it always do, and I'm still with just Bleed Brakes. Pretty. If you perform this procedure while only on the brakes. Alright, cancel that. I just wanted to see what it said. Alright, let's escape. Let's go back and see what codes what codes have popped up so far. Alright, so these 3: service manual, vehicle configuration mismatch, dynamic sensor internal. Dynamic sensor internal. Well, let's see here. I have collected a code book that I've been working on for quite some time. See, I don't think that might not be in here. These are all P's. No, those are not in here. These are all P codes and U codes. So I will have to go online and see what that actual particular sensor. Matter of fact, I could do this. apologies for me switching back and forth. I actually have a Predator, which comes with my Vortex supercharger. This might give me some extra codes here. Well, the actual P codes and whatnot, possibly, instead of those C codes. Just to see what it does. I'm not for sure if it's actually going to do the same thing. So, let me see. So, let me see if you can see that. This is also for when I need to retune my the supercharger. Okay, trouble codes, view codes. See, so this right here is actually saying it's not showing me any codes. So let me do this. Let me turn her off. Close, escape, escape. Just turn the ignition on. Perform diagnostics. Show trouble codes. Show trouble codes. Yeah, so even in this, it's not showing me no trouble codes, but interesting. Let me unplug it. Plug it back in. One last time. Sorry for this long video, but I wanted to show every scenario that I've possibly done. I'm trying to figure this out. Diagnostics. Alright, so that doesn't show me anything. So, what I have replaced on the vehicle, so what I have done is that I've replaced the ABS module. I replaced the ABS module, took that out, replaced that, and the reason why I had to replace it because the original one was actually fried. It was like burnt. You can smell it. It's just like electrical smell. So I replaced that, and that's pretty much it. So, like I said, I've had this car in the shop. The dealer won't even touch it. I took it to multiple dealers. Dealers won't touch it. They won't figure. They said, well, all those codes that I had, they wouldn't even want to erase the codes. They didn't want to change. They didn't want to do nothing. So they're not going to touch it. I took it to multiple shops out here in Maryland. They'd actually made it worse. Well, one guy that I had, I'm not going to say his shop, actually, he had it in my shop for a couple months. It was around the time when the COVID kind of like started, and crushed my hood. Like, he literally lit it up on the left and crushed my hood. Say he didn't do it, like I wasn't going to notice that. But anyway, if you got any other ideas, please let me know. Man, I'm really trying to get this thing done so I can get this thing safety inspected again because my tags are expired. So what any other options, any ideas, any tidbits, or is there even a way to go back a previous version? That even be helpful. I appreciate it. Thanks.